My name is Lyle Cain. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, and I work with the Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. My specialty is technically known as sports medicine, and sports medicine is kind of a grab bag of a lot of different areas, but it basically encompasses taking care of the active patient. So injuries that typically happen in patients that are active, we do primarily surgery of the shoulder, knee, and elbow. So a lot of active knee injuries, a lot of active shoulder problems, and elbow injuries, mainly in overhead sports like baseball. It also encompasses joint replacement. So even though sports medicine, you think of young athletes, we also deal with a lot of senior athletes and senior adults that have been active in the past and have developed problems from years of activity. So about half my practice is the young active patient, and the other half is the older patient who used to be active and has since become limited by arthritis or some other condition. I was very fortunate to have grown up here in Birmingham in the community of Mountain Brook, and I grew up playing all sports. So when I was young, I played football, baseball, basketball. Grew up loving sports. I grew up enjoying a lot of different sports, including outdoor sports such as hunting and fishing. In high school, I went to Mountain Brook High School, and I played football and baseball in high school. Really enjoyed playing all the sports, and it really led to a lot of the passion that I have in orthopedics and got me into sports medicine. After high school, graduating at Mountain Brook, I decided to attend the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Was a chemical engineering major there. Knew when I went to Alabama I wanted to go to medical school, but my father was an engineer, and I really thought it was kind of neat the way that he had the mindset of being able to fix things and be able to put things back together. And obviously the engineering background in college has really affected my ability as an orthopedic surgeon to do problem-solving type tasks and to fix and to work on things. Once I graduated with a chemical engineering degree at the University of Alabama, I entered medical school here in Birmingham at University of Alabama, Birmingham. I was able to finish my medical school in Birmingham and decided in medical school that I wanted to pursue orthopedic surgery. After medical school, I was fortunate to match into a very good orthopedic training program at the University of Tennessee in Memphis. It's called the Campbell Clinic Orthopedic Program. I spent 5 years of training in Memphis at the University of Tennessee, and that's really where I learned the basic skills of orthopedic surgery and learned how to do surgery and fix things and kind of put me in the position where I am now. I was very fortunate to be able to graduate in orthopedic surgery and do a specialty fellowship in sports medicine with Dr. Andrews and Dr. Bill Clancy here in Birmingham. You know, Dr. Andrews is a name I heard growing up. He actually moved to Birmingham when I was a senior in high school in 1986. I knew a lot about him as I went through medical school and residency, and it was kind of a dream to be able to work with him someday. Of all of the things that I've been fortunate in over my career, I think the most fortunate part was the fact that Jeff Dugas and I started at the same time as fellows. Jeff's also a chemical engineering major. We had a lot of the same paths on the way through the program. So he trained in New York, I trained in Memphis, but personality-wise and training-wise, we have a lot of the same background. It's a really unique situation to be able to take care of Mountain Brook High School, where I played sports. I've known the administration, I know a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the kids that are playing there, their parents were friends of mine growing up. And even some grandkids of friends of mine are coming through. So it's really a blessing to be able to treat people that you know well, and they know my background, they know me, and I think it's really one of the nice things that's happened to me in life. The second part of my fortunate practice situation is that I'm able to cover the University of Alabama sports programs, and been through a lot of transition. Obviously the last several years with Coach Saban have been pretty special from a football standpoint, but the university in general is just such a great environment. I can see myself spending a lot of time down there even if I didn't have to work there. I've been blessed to have a great family. My wife Jill and I, we've been together for the majority of our lives at this point. I have 4 great kids. My oldest, Sarah in Alabama, studying engineering, and my second daughter, Virginia, and my 2 boys, Edward and George. Great family. That's kind of my goal, is to practice and take care of patients during the day and to spend the time in the weekends and the off time I can with my family.